that, well, if Melissa ST-vil, got through it and everything, then I know I can, because I get it. I get it. There's a lot of stuff that happens inside the homes that people don't speak about, or, they're ashamed about. So, for me to just come out and just put all my business out there, like, look, this is what happened to me. If it will help change somebody's life and help them get on a better path, hey, I let it all, I spill the beans.
What's the best advice you could give or have received?
The best advice I received was to love yourself more.
Yes.
Love, and that is a tattoo. That is what I have it right here. Love yourself more, because I was always the type of person, like, I feel like I gotta just protect whoever, because I never felt protected. I always had to fight, like Oprah. I've been fighting. Oh my God. And then and just going through this situation with my ex, 6 years with this man and his kids and helping him, and I lost myself. Lost. I had to turn down 4 title fights. 4. Going through, my mom was, my mother was kicking me out the house, a house that I bought with my box of money. She went and put the house in her name and everything, and I thought I could trust her, then I get dumped by my ex, then me and my brother going at it, and I'm just like, I was lost, but I think I had to go through that to, like, wake up now, wake up. I had to think, like, if this was a fight, what am I gonna do? So I had to love myself more, a lot of time by myself, a lot of walks in the park, a lot of crying, riding my bike, but I was, it kept me in shape.
It was cleansing, right?
It was cleansing, and then, like, all right, now, what you gonna do now? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit here and cry and feel bad about everything and keep asking yourself in your head, like, why? What you gonna do? Because life goes on. What you gonna do, man? Listen, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So I got up, put my armor on, had to reshape, like, all right, we back in the fight. We back in. The fight ain't over. And here I am with Keisha. Hey!
Listen, you have been more than a breath of fresh air. As I told you when you first got here, our theme this year is transformation. So one, thank you for transforming yourself into an undefeated soul in and outside the ring.
Thank you.
And thank you for blessing us. I hope you do all the great things, which I know you will. If you could stay around, we'll do some pictures and everything. But again, we gotta do questions. I'm ready. No, we can't go nowhere.
Well, there's one question.
There is one question. Okay, so if you have questions, and you're on Zoom or in the audience, if you're on Zoom, please put them in the chat, and Veronica will help us with them. If you're in the room, raise your hand and we'll get to you and we'll ask questions. Veronica, what's the question?
Well, the question is, Melissa, when is your next match?
My next fight?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, I'm fighting in the Team Combat League, so we'll be fighting next week in Boston. Me and Veronica.
Any questions in the room?
I have one.
Yes. Satoya.
Hi. Oh.
Yep.
First of all, thank you for being here, but also sharing your story. It's
Thank
definitely
you.
enlightening, and I love your vibe.
Thank you.
What is your daily routine when you work out? I don't know if you answered that question already.
No, we did. It's a great. That was a question I was going to allude to, because as you said, a lot of times, female athletes, right? They tend to work out, and I don't know if it's body build, but they tend to be less curvy.
Mm-hmm.
And you've managed to be, and you're like, you see your boxing picture. You're amazing.
Thank you.
And cut everywhere you're supposed to be cut, but you've kept your shape. So what is your routine? That is a great question.
Okay, well, since I'm getting ready to fight next week, I gotta cut some pounds now. Right now, I'm about 142. I gotta be 130.
Wow. So how do you feel 12 pounds?
So, first thing, when I wake up in the morning, I go for, 3 mile Prospect Park?
Like 3.5.
3.5 mile run at Prospect Park. I come back and I boil 2 eggs. So that's breakfast. So then after I eat that, I'll go to the gym. Oh yeah, and I'm sipping on water throughout the day. Then I'll go to the gym and I'll train, hit the bag, do mid work. And then right after I train, I have a protein bar that's low in everything, you know. After I have that protein bar, as soon as I get done working out, I'll go home, I'll eat my main meal early. The reason why I eat it early is because I'm still moving around. So today, like I have a salad. I don't eat meat, so I'll do a salad, piece of salmon, and for a snack, like yogurt with a little granola, and that's it. So I don't eat after 6. I cut it, and that's how.
When do you get up to run?
No.
What time do you get up to run?
Oh, I get up at 6:30.
Okay.
6:30.
More like 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost 12 hours. You almost do like a 12 hours and then she cuts it for the day. Ooh, that takes a lot of discipline to get there.
Yeah.
And then over that, you'll drop the 12 pounds that you need.
Yeah. In a day, I'll lose like 3 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it'll go down. But most of it, my weight is like water weight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like me flushing out. And then I'll sit in a dry sauna. We have a dry sauna in the gym. So I'll sit in there for like 10 minutes. And then
That helps also.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a question? You know? Oh my goodness. What else? What have I not asked you about?
Ask me anything, girl.
Yeah, I know. She's like, I'm good. Ask me anything. Oh my goodness. Where do you see the world of boxing going for women?
Man, if we right now, like the OGs, like myself, Monica, the other female fighters that that came before us, if we come together, because together we are strong, okay? Now we come together and we do our own promoting, we do our own stuff, then I can see a big future for women's boxing. But I feel like if we continue, to just like, leave it in the hands of the males and stuff, I feel like it won't go nowhere. Because, it's like, Ryan was saying earlier, and then even before, like, there'll be like one girl in the car, For example, for this car right here, my friend did this car. It was all girl car, and she did it. It was in her city. So I feel like if all of us women come together and we just get one person with deep pockets like Oprah Winfrey, then we can make this work.
Okay, so promoters, so you want a female,
female
band.
Yeah, it gotta be a female band, because we've been in the game for years. We know what's going on. We know the ins and the outs. And I feel like if us women come together, it can happen. But it will only work if we are together. Because you have some females, it's all about me, I. But we come together, we can make just magic. I can see it. But that's the only way women's boxing will have a future, if the women come together.
And are you also a personal trainer?
Yes.
Okay. So now if someone wants to be trained by you, where can they find you?
Oh, they can hit me up on my social media. My Instagram is killer_Mel. And my Facebook is Melissa ST-vil. And if you are just a regular New Yorker, you can find me at the Gleason's Boxing Gym. And the Saturday morning is the autism program. Or if you're in Flatbush, you can find me at Cops and Kids. Or if you're in the city, you can find me at Overthrow at 9 Bleecker Street. So you see I'm here,
You everywhere. I love it. True New Yorker. Well, Melissa, thank you so much. Oh, now you do have a question. Okay. Wonderful. That's good. Good.
Hi, how are you? Thank you
Hey.
for being here. You're so bubbly and fun.
Thank
Just
you.
wanted to ask you, who inspired you to be so bold and so confident, and take the chances and things that you've done in your life? Like, who was your inspiration? If not anyone, was it just you?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna say myself, because, like I said, growing up in in the abusive household, my mom did not accept the boxing. To this day, she don't speak to me. She does not approve of this. So it's just me going against everything, like, because, I'm Haitian, so all the girls is nurses. I didn't want to be a nurse. I didn't want to do that. I am not married. I don't have no kids. Like, I went against everything, so, I think I always had that personality, like, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. This is, I don't wanna be a nurse. I didn't wanna get married. I didn't wanna have kids at that time. I didn't wanna just work a regular 9 to 5, I wanted to do what was gonna make me happy, and I found it in boxing. And even way before boxing, I hate bullies. Even when I was in school, and I would see a bully another person, I'm jumping in. Like, what's that? I remember there was a girl named Amber, and Amber, she had one leg, and I remember there was a guy making fun of her, and then I remember I jumped down, I was like, what up? I got 2 legs. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, he had backed out. I'm like, no, talk about me, because I got 2 legs. Not to make her feel no type of way. You know what I'm saying? But what was she going to, she was crying. Everybody was laughing. And I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Pick on somebody else's side. You know what I'm saying? So when I had came up, everything, shut it down. I hate seeing bullies pick on other people. So yeah, girl, I've been like, I never was the type to follow the crowd. I couldn't even walk in a straight line in elementary school. Say, Bill, get in the line! Walk in the line. I'm always the one that's outside the line. Did that answer your question?
Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
So when you're under pressure, whether in the ring or outside of it, with like some kind of hardship or any kind of like combative energy, is there a specific thought process or something that you hold close that kind of pushes you through?
Yes, and this is what I learned from boxing. If I'm, going through a situation, a couple weeks ago, I was gonna, stomp this lady out. But I just said, you know what? Let me, breathe. Let me think about everything that I accomplished. Let me just think of, what could happen if this did happen, a little movie goes through my head. And then I'm just like, let it go, let it go. That's my Frozen. And I let it play, I let everything play through my head now. Before I did it, before I said, God, you're not to be popping off, whatever. But now, I just like let it go and just let it simmer in my head and walk left. Because there was an incident we was at the weigh-ins at Team Combat. And one of my teammates, I saw him, I said, oh, hey, And then his wife was in front of him, and then a few minutes later, he introduced me, said, hey, Melissa, this is my wife, such and such. I said, oh, when I went to, I saw the, I'm like, oh, all right, So let me just, I was talking to Veronica, and then I got a tap on the shoulder, and, and then that's when I think that's when God was testing me. And this was a test from God, because, you already know back in the day, like, so I'm not like, okay. And then she was just like, I don't know you, and, she just got it, just started going a little
Very
off.
protective of
Very.
and she weren't concerned.
Right. So, this is a movie going through my head. I'm like, all right, this is a test from God. But I'm like, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how long I could, you know what I'm saying? Compose myself, but I did pass the test. Because they did ask it was my time to go on the scale, and so they could check my weight. And then it was Monica's turn, so, I was occupied at the moment, but we got through it. And I passed the test. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to mind all that Virgo energy. You don't know what to do with it all the time.
Right.
They just think that you're overly friendly and that there's something behind it, and you're not, you're just bubbly.
That is right. And I said, you see this bubbly energy, it can match with the other.
I know, but we don't want it to happen. We don't want it to happen. Thank God that Virgos are not boxes. But seriously, thank you so much for coming through. We really appreciate you. Stop by anytime you want to.
Thank you for having me.
So we're gonna close out for those online. If you're in the building, please feel free to stop by and take pictures.
Oh yes,
For a little while.
and one more thing, guys. And make sure you order your Jeannie's and Justine's face product, because that's why my face is glowing.
Oh wow.
Hey!
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you everybody for joining us again for another Fireside Chat with Black Insider DJ. We'll see you soon. Take care.